Howdy howdy, this is Ethan Bonreal back at it again, and we are playing more Mother 3. So last time we were here, we began our hunt for Claus, our son, who went missing after his mother's funeral. If you don't remember, he was seeking revenge against the creature that ended his mother's life. However, and very unfortunately for him, it's actually kind of a giant fucking dinosaur, and it's already proven that it can giant dinosaur kill things. These claw marks that are all over the path that we're traveling came from that thing, so he might be a little bit out of his depth. Additionally, I also talked about my, at that time, upcoming trip to California, which has now been complete, so I'll talk about that a little bit. But this time around, we'll continue our hunt and murder our way across the countryside, fighting all sorts of wacky creatures like this, and maybe make some new friends, maybe, and I'll talk a bit more about the game and my life. Alright, let's see if I got the rhythm back in me. Bop, bop. Oh, I didn't do it correctly. So, these creatures are very annoying. I believe I fought them in the last part. It's been a while since I recorded. I actually also have been actively practicing this. Last time I practiced, I was like comboing like a mad person, but I might have goofed up here. Yeah, I'm fucking up, Mom. Let's see if I can get a combo on the next one. Oh, I got it. Okay, well, unfortunately, it fucking died right as I was really feeling the beat. And we're Gucci. So I guess I could probably start talking a bit more about what's been going on with me. Again, I've taken a week break from recording. After I got back from my trip, I kind of had a lot of stuff to deal with, so I ended up not recording as much as I should have, but needless to say, it was pretty. I went to kind of NorCal, and it was a small coastal town, and it was very pretty. I definitely thought it was very scenic, but it was also very insanely expensive and kind of eerie, because there weren't really young people there. It was kind of the kind of place where it's so expensive to live. No one who's like in their early 20s, early mid-20s really lives there unless they live with their parents, who are presumably pretty wealthy. And all of the younger people who are like working like the service jobs and stuff, they from talking people up, they did not actually live in that place. They lived like a town or so over. And that was very bop, bop, bop. Ah, fuck. I was like comboing out of my mind last time I was playing. I'm so sad. I actually probably should have like done a warm-up before. That's okay. I was even like being able to combo and talk at the same time. My brain. When I'm practicing doing a Let's Play, I'll actually just kind of talk to myself while I do it, so I can get used to talking and playing. Like, so I can like get used to allocating brain power to do that. Oh my fucking god. There's so many creatures here. Unfortunately for them, I have a very important mission that involves killing the fuck out of them because they're in between me and my son. Actually, we should probably talk about the game a little bit. So, you're probably wondering, why the fuck are we playing as a cowboy? What is going on with that? Why are we playing as a cowboy? In the previous two games, we were playing as schoolboys, wearing their cute little schoolboy backpacks and, you know, getting into wacky hijinks with our friends who are also small children. But we're playing as an adult-ass man, right? And he is wielding a fucking 2x4 as a weapon. So, what is the dealio with that? And the answer is this game is very different from Mother 2, which is Earthbound, and Mother 0, which is Earthbound 0. But also very similar. And it is actually up in the air if this takes place in the same world or the same universe. as Earthbound or Earthbound 2. We don't really know, and there will be some things to think about later in the game. However, that would be super omega spoilers, but yes, this game is supposed to kind of be a fresh start, but there are some things going on that we have to piece together over the course of the game to figure out how it relates to the previous games. And the biggest way to denote this is by having this dude not be like a clone of Ness or Ninten. And also, mega spoilers, I mean, if you, not really spoilers, if you fucking played Super Smash Bros., you would know Lucas is the representative of Mother 3, but we're playing as a fucking cowboy still, and we've been playing as a cowboy for a while. It's already been like at least 8 parts, right? So we probably need to think a little bit more on Flint's significance, but that's all I'm gonna really say about that. I should also probably be comboing on this song. Oh well, we'll figure it out. I'm actually kind of getting fucked up. When I was practicing this, I was actually skipping large segments of this by just using my superior dashing skills. I actually am exactly where I need to be level-wise to proceed in this game at a healthy pace. What is this? Argilla Pass. I know how you feel, but stay away. And let's do this again. There are ants at your feet. You might accidentally step on them, so please don't continue in that direction. How thoughtful of us. Luckily for me, I have beef jerky to shove in my heel hole. There we go. We have consumed it. We are nice and healthy. Luckily in RPGs, you do not get tummy aches from combat and eating at the same time. I feel like that would probably make me projectile shit myself or vomit, but fortunately for us, we're not in the same situation. So anyway, we're at Alec's house, and if you don't remember, Alec is actually Hanawa's dad, and Lucas and Klaus's grandfather, so this is our father-in-law. Oh, you made it. Traveling through the forest has become quite dangerous indeed. I forgot what voice I gave him. What are those extremely bizarre flying mouse things with bug wings? It seems one bit me right on the head too. I've healed up perfectly though. Wait, no, none of that matters. I know where Klaus might have gone. According to my froggy intelligence, he's at my friend's house. Let's head there now. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum. So this person is a party member in the same way that Lighter was, or Fuel, the son of our friend Lighter. And what I mean by that is he doesn't actually have viewable stats. He's really more of like, I don't know how to explain it. He's not actually a playable character. He's a guest party member, which is the term I use for them, where he basically is there to provide exposition and do wacky things during battle. When I said froggy intelligence just now, you thought, what? Didn't you? Froggies work for my friends as messengers. My friend is able to talk with frogs, lizards, and what have you. See that lizard over there, for instance? We just need him to tell, we just need to go in the direction it tells him. It tells us to go. My dyslexia is acting up a bit. Flint. You have doubts about this friend of mine, don't you? My friend, no, my friends, are known as the Magypsies. They've lived isolated from society for a very, very long time. Alright, I guess I talked to this critter. I am a lizard. Let me show you which direction you need to go. Round and round we go. Where I stop, soon you will know. Oh, I probably don't need to make the sound effect because the game is doing it, but also it's kind of fun to do that. So we're going downward. And what do you gotta say, lizard? I am a lizard. I will show you which way you need to go. Round and round we go. Where I stop, you will soon know. And they gave the little spinny spin. And I'm guessing I'm not going to Argilla Pass yet, right? Or maybe we will. Who knows? I guess I could talk more about my trip again too while we're doing this. So Alec is actually going to pause that. Alex is going to make it really hard because Alec is super duper annoying during this segment. He is doing exposition in a very tense situation. And he's explaining what the Magypsies are now, which I guess is useful. The Magypsies have mysterious powers, and have been protecting something here for a very long time. They're neither human, nor beast, nor man, nor woman. I have absolutely no idea how old they are, and that explanation didn't explain much, did it? Basically, they're strange, all of them, every one of them. And that's just how they are. They are good-natured, though. And I'm actually going to talk about this sequence much later in the Let's Play, after some plot reveal shit happens, because I have some theories about Alec. But rest assured, Alec is going to be very annoying, and I'm actually not going to read all of his dialogue, because he actually is kind of interrupting you a lot during this segment, not only to do exposition, but actually a little bit of world building. So you may have noticed some of the villagers are like kind of crass about some of the villagers are kind of crass about like sensitive subjects, and it's partly because they have not really experienced bad things before, so they don't know how to really deal with these kind of like intense situations. And Alec is a very good example of that, where if you notice during the funeral, Alec did not really seem that like torn up about his daughter passing away. He was concerned about Klaus, but he also is like kind of forgetting about like what's going on while we're doing this. Like, he's kind of making jokes and doing asides, and he like had to kind of remember to care about Klaus for a second because he got distracted. And I mean, you could just say he's like a airheaded old man, but it actually is a little bit of character build-up and world building that will pay off later. Alright, where are we going, Lizard? So just sit on that thought. Just keep this in mind. And you know, sometimes I don't like bringing up stuff like this because I'm like, oh, you should really be able to come to your own conclusions. But I also recognize when you're watching a Let's Play, sometimes people are like speeding through the dialogue and they're not really giving you a chance to like chew on the context. So it does help a little bit to kind of like point out stuff like this, especially if they're mashing through dialogue. Hello? There we go. Sorry. My control stick, I actually have a little bit of a drift on this, so made it a little hard to do that input. What's going on with this bird? Chirp chirp! Sparrow advice, sparrow advice. You know how enemies sometimes leave nice items behind after you fight them? If your inventory is full when you find an item you want, you'll have to either give it up or throw it away. Which is why it's a good idea to always eat as much shit as you physically can at all times, which is what I'm doing right now. So you'll notice I've been dipping in my inventory a shit ton while we've been doing stuff, because for whatever reason, when you find healing items after battle, the game does not prompt you to use them immediately. Instead, what it does is it makes you fucking throw another item away to put it in your inventory instead of letting you just like directly eat it. So imagine we fought this cow. Hello, cow. And we killed it, and it dropped some milk from its cow-like udder. And instead of prompting me to use the milk to heal myself if my inventory was full, it was like, bro, you gotta throw away that piece of cheese in your inventory so you can get that milk in there. And then also, no, you can't fucking eat the cheese, you just need to throw it away. And that's very irritating. I hate that shit. It drives me crazy. But it does force you to use up your items, which I guess is what the game wants you to do, to experiment with using usable items. But I am not a fan. Not a fan indeed. So, We've already traveled a good bit. I think we can cut the episode here. We're in front of a seashell. That's quirky, right? And I'll talk more about some other stuff in the next part. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.